right, welcome back to You Special. We are the Chennai Business School with the future managers of the corporates here, and we're discussing if MBAs have lost their relevance or drastically reduced in the relevance they have these days. And parallelly, has CAT become something else, something which is not supposed to be? It's supposed to choose the best students who are capable of passing through IIMs, right? So best, the cream de la cream. But has it become something else parallelly, because MBAs also have maybe lost the relevance? So that's what we're going to be discussing now in this segment. But this guy has bargained hard to just make his point about engineering colleges being at the same par with the MBA colleges. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, basically my friends here feel that a lot of engineering colleges have brought in MBA degree, which has ultimately brought down the value of MBA. But I feel that on the other side, the top-notch colleges have also been increasing. We just had the IIMs in the 80s, but now we have the IIMs, the ISBs, the GLIMS and CBS, which is following now in their routes. Okay. So basically, I think the top-notch colleges have been supplying the demand that the industry needs. So I think it's just beautifully balancing.
The demand and supply thing, the demand is now more, and that's why there's just too many colleges. The quality hasn't really reduced. All right, so coming to the thing about CAT, So how many of you feel CAT has become just another academic exam? It's just tough, but it does not really, someone does not really have to be completely intelligent and a good manager to be able to crack CAT.
Well, I do feel it has become a little bit academic. I will not say it's completely become academic, but a little bit, yes. See, all of us agree on one point, that managers, how do you assess a manager or a future to be manager? His most important skills are team skills and how he handles people and how he's able to take quick decisions. How many of us actually think that through the English exam or through the maths exam, we are able to test this team or managerial skills in a person?
A person who's not a good manager, is not even capable of becoming a good manager, can crack CAT?
Yes, they can. Why not? If they're academically sound, if they've had the kind of exposure and the experience, yes, they can do it. Then why not? They can crack CAT.
Serious thing. Okay, someone who doesn't agree with that.
I do agree that team skills and people skills are more important to manage people. But at the same time, everything boils down to money. You definitely need to have some analytical skills. You have to clear that. You have to showcase yourself that I'm very good in analytical and English, so that I can manage people, manage business, or whatever.
All right, okay.
I do agree with you. CAT is one of the ways of assessing a manager, but it's not the only way. See, what does a CAT exam do? It tests your analytical, logical, and your English skills. I do agree that all of these play an important part, be it in finance, marketing, or HR, or whatever it is. All your analytical and English skills are required. But what is the guarantee that these will, translate into actions? What is it, if you're good in analytical skills, what is the guarantee that it will become an action?
You're basically saying even CAT is not completely capable of...
Yeah, it's just one of the many tools available to test an individual on analytical and English skills.
All right, many people who disagree.
Basically, what an entrance exam at the best can do is, it will test whether you are employable or not. Any employer would look for an analytical skills and for English skills. So it will test for our employability skills. Whether you become a good manager or not is what you do in the B school. The 1 year or 2 year course, that converts you into a good manager. But CAT definitely for me tests the employability skills of a person. Okay. So the purpose is probably solved.
Okay, I want to ask this question to probably both of you who have said that CAT has become very academic. And now tell me something, if a good manager, a very good manager, a person who can just get the best business deals, you think he can fail CAT?
Yeah, I'm sure he can.
He can, right?
I'm sure he can.
So I want to ask you this question then. If a good manager can fail CAT, in spite of him being just the best, he can just have those great presentations, get the best deals done, but CAT is not able to get him into the system. That means there's something fundamentally wrong with that system, right?
No, that's the problem in having an entrance exam, basically. Okay. Now, you go for an interview, you might have 10 people to select. You will probably select 2 among them. And it's not necessary that two are the best, actually. You could have actually missed the best person among the 8.
A system like CAT...
No, you could have a few spillouts here and there, but when you see it actually normalizes, 80 to 90% of the people are good who clear CAT. You do have few spillouts which you can't avoid in any, whatever you do.
Just exception he's saying, all right.
Yeah, we're speaking about CAT. What exactly does CAT do? It just eliminates the number of candidates who are applying for a seat in a premier institute. They can't just take in all the people who is applying for, the IIMs or IMBs or whatever it is. So the point we have to notice is just an elimination exam. See, these business tycoons, was Dhirubhai Ambani an MBA? No. You don't have to be an MBA to run a business. You just need that experience and their
Then
exposure.
shouldn't a system support that idea then? Don't you think our system should support that idea then? Yeah.
I believe I would like to contradict that point. Dhirubhai Ambani is not an MBA. However, he hired MBAs to run his business. He doesn't have the acumen, and that's precisely why he hired MBAs to make sure that his business won't run. So.
Well, I don't know if everyone will agree with that.
Well, he has the acumen, but you need to back your acumen with facts, and that's where the MBA people come in.
I mean, okay. Anyway, you had a point to make, then, yeah, please.
Yeah, I would like to just agree with what Binoy was telling about CAT being a filtration process. See, I wouldn't say that CAT is the way to just bring up a manager on board to a B school, but it's definitely a great way to just assess a candidate based on his basic competency level. If a CAT be a good tool to just bring out a manager, then why would you need an IIM and IIB for?
All right, yeah, okay. It's just an entrance examination. It doesn't have to.
But let's just try and understand that. Don't you think the people who are actually giving them the CAT exams, all of them are not, the ones who have failed out of it, do you think they're not capable? Do you think they don't have the right kind of attitude? I have seen so many people who have flunked out of CAT exam, but still they have the right kind of attitude, what requires to be a manager. Binoy was just now talking about experience, and Dhirubhai Ambani, he learned through his experience, through his attitude. So how can you measure a person only on these kind of skills? You also need to measure their attitude,
And
their kind
perhaps
of
the fact that many
experience.
people are being left out now is simply because there's just too many people scrounging for an MBA now. Too many people behind an MBA now. Yeah?
I agree with that because competition has become so tough now that everyone wants to do a CAT.
And it's a meaningful competition.
Maybe not always. Because if you flunk CAT, doesn't mean that you have actually flunked in life. But many times people feel that way, that they flunked CAT and they flunked in life and then they can't go back home, face their family or whatever. So that's not actually true. And maybe they're really capable of doing something and it's like maybe one instant, one mistake, one something like that, and that's all. So it's not true that those who fail CATs are not capable or those who pass are capable also.
All right, we'll take a small break here, and after the break, we'll come back and discuss more about this and also get into a few other issues. Keep watching News Special on NDTV Hindu.